Imagine this. Pace Morby stands in a half-finished house outside Austin, Texas. No bank loan, no hefty down payment, just a handshake and a contract. The seller's nervous but motivated, and Pace's confidence fills the room. How does he pull off acquiring properties that way while most are stuck saving every penny? Stick around, because this isn't luck or magic. It's creative financing, and it might just change how you think about wealth. Here's the twist. Most believe real estate investing means a fat wallet up front. Pace flips that myth on its head by using other people's money and clever contracts to close deals fast and cheap. Back in 2017, Pace acquired his first property using a subject-to deal in Houston. The seller was behind on payments, scared of foreclosure, and had zero cash to sell. Rather than writing a check, Pace took over the existing mortgage payments with paperwork and trust. This wasn't just buying, it was rescuing and controlling a property without needing traditional bank approval. Think of creative financing like a Swiss Army knife in your back pocket. Instead of a single blade, it's got seller financing, lease options, subject to, and more. All tools that adapt to whatever real estate puzzle pops up. Just like a knife that slices through knots, these methods cut the red tape and free you from hefty upfront capital. The real kicker? Using creative deals means you can build a massive portfolio without depleting your bank account. Pace turned $0 into $150 million worth of assets by focusing on these techniques. It's not just about property ownership. It's about leveraging strategies that let your wealth compound without bleeding cash. You've probably heard real estate is all about hard negotiation. Pace shows it's really about words, knowing exactly what to say to sellers uncertain or on the fence, turning maybe into a signed deal. In a Denver suburb, Pace called a seller behind on payments who was hesitant and scared to sell. Using his tested script, he asked questions that unlocked her true motivation, keeping her credit clean. That script wasn't about pressure. It was about empathy, framing the deal as a solution, which doubled Pace's close rate on tricky leads. Imagine objections like waves crashing on a shore. Instead of fighting them head-on, Pace teaches you to surf. When sellers say, "I don't want to lose my home," or "the price is too low," your response pivots, offering seller financing or subject to payments as gentle waves that carry everyone to a smooth landing. The magic moment is when sellers who say no walk away feeling like winners. Pace crafts win-win scenarios where sellers walk with peace of mind and investors get a sweet deal. It's not about snatching property. It's about creating partnerships that last and reputations that open doors. Wealth without cash isn't a solo sprint. It's a relay. Pace reveals how assembling a trustworthy, skilled team lets you juggle deals, legal work, and taxes without losing your shirt. Pace admits he's not a tax wizard or a closings guy. That's why he built a team covering those bases. Early on, he hired a savvy real estate attorney in Austin who specialized in creative financing contracts, a tax pro to optimize entity structures, and a rockstar virtual assistant who tracked deals. Freeing his time let Pace say yes to hundreds of deals without burnout. Legal concerns like the due-on sale clause sound scary, but aren't deal killers if you know the rules. Pace breaks it down simply. Structure your deals through LLCs, understand which clauses trigger lender calls, and use fallback plans. Legalese becomes less a wall and more a map guiding your way to safe investments. Perhaps the toughest change is mindset, believing you can start without cash and that every no brings you closer to yes. Pace's shift to a creative financing mindset means seeing obstacles as puzzles, failures as lessons, and partners as allies. This mental reset sets the foundation for million-dollar portfolios built on smart strategies rather than dollars alone. Remember Pace standing in that half-finished Austin house. Now you see it wasn't chance but a system, mastered scripts, no-money deals, and teams that do the heavy lifting. Next time you see a for sale sign, don't think about cash. Instead, try calling the seller, ask about their why, and listen. Opportunities aren't just out there, they're waiting for the right creative conversation. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.